Now in a bunker you want to preset as much as possible, with a swing path with the least amount of manipulation. Now when you're in the bunker they'll tell you to use your wrists more. But there's a little bit of confusion there because this can often lead to a disconnection and a golfer tends to pick the club up too much in the backswing. Now most great bunker players have low hands, which increases the angle between the golf club and the left arm.
Really good. I get your hands really low and then you try and get like...
Rosie does it like that.
Now a nice wide stance and down in my knees for a shallow swing. The ball position is left, open the face and then grip. Now you need to feel a downward pressure with your hands, which presets this position.
I'm like you, I'll try and get my knees down, my hands low.
An old school drill to ensure the face is open. With a weaker right hand more on top, scoop the sand onto the face and throw it behind you.
Get in there. Did you see that? You little beauty.
Now if I just turn with preset low hands at address, that's without hinging at all. That's just the angle that I preset at address with low hands. I feel as though the sharp point of the heel is digging into the sand. That's how low the hand should be. That's what creates leverage in the swing and works well on both dry and hard and wet sand.
What do you do when you have a bad lie? That's my question.
So heel, I dig the heel in,
Yeah.
and I sort of go
Yeah.
like that way. So
You just dig it in easier underneath.
I have a bad lie here. Get the hands really low, and then it's the same thing.
Alex Noren.
Just dig the heel in.
Yeah, it's got it.
The Apex irons are standard blade 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to pitching wedge.
Now presetting my hands low at address allows me to make my same backswing, same hand path and same rotation as my normal swing. But the club is setting more vertical and more out in front of me just because I set my hands lower to begin with. Now this is a mistake that many golfers make, and I can't believe that bunker shots are still taught this way. It's so difficult to time.
I think that's a big misconception when they tell you nowadays you have straight line, face that way, path that way.
No, the path isn't.
They tell you to do
don't want to
this.
swing left.
Like a lot of teachers tell you to start doing and hitting shots like that, which, I mean, we as pros, we spend so many hours practicing that we can do it, but it's hard to do.
Aim left open with an open club face and swing left, and you're going to try and cut the ball out, aren't you? Now if you do this, you'll pick the club up, you'll swing left, and that's where the ball will go, left. But I know you, and you're clever, and subconsciously you'll try and reroute the club back on track, back to the target. You'll back up and drop the club on the inside, back on line, and you'll bottom out and either chunk it or bounce the club head and blade it through the green. Now the face, it glances and cuts across the ball, which needs perfect timing. The swing blocks the body, which leads to all kinds of inconsistency. That's quite good for Superman, hey?
What I like to do is interesting, as I'm like you, I try and get my knees down, my hands low, but I try and practice a lot of times not cutting across it.
Yep.
Because I have a tendency, when I cut across it too much, I back up like you were saying.
Yeah.
And I dump it back here somewhere.
Yep.
So I like.
So you do it through the hands though, like this.
I can do it with the hands, and I try and do it through the arc, and I try and feel like when I'm practicing, I draw these.
Yeah.
As a practice session.
Yeah.
Now, in a tournament, I would never draw it that much.
Yeah. But
it'd be more
it's
neutral.
more this way neutral.
Exactly.
Now in the sand, the aim of the game is to use as normal golf swing as possible with preset positions.
What? So if you can have the ball spin straighter, it's easier. You shallow out the attack angle, it's easier to hit the ball.
I like to stand just slightly open with a wide stance and down in the knees, open the face and then take your grip. Now hands low and pressure down with the left hand and set the angle. Now allow the nice relaxed hand and arm swing to pull the body into position.
Get in. Oof. That was close, that. That's the bunker shot I'm doing in the morning. Tomorrow morning for you, YouTubers.
Now you obviously want to hit the sand before the ball, but think of it differently. The ball goes where the sand flies.
Shitty car, but we hit the road. Doesn't matter where we go, a destination or no. I don't care where the motor stops.
Now if you concentrate on throwing the sand out to the target, you'll naturally find your low point, which is way after impact and where the ball is. And it doesn't matter what you do with the club face. If you throw the sand out to the left, the ball goes left. Now throw the sand over to the right, and you've guessed it, the ball goes over to the right. Now if you throw the sand out to the target, that's where the ball goes. It's as simple as that. Now preset at address and throw the sand out to the target. Now the ball is just another grain of sand. Have you got it? Good. Just do it. That's a great shot, Lucy, mate. And that's it, swing right. Great shot, that, look at that. Hey, no messing.